Yeah, let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans, let's go. Game 6, round 2, Eastern Conference officially ended the semifinals. New York Knicks come out with the win against the defending champions, the Boston Celtics. They out of there. The Knicks then walked them knickers to the car. It's time to go home, Boston. Bye. Now, I'm going to say this. I kind of expected Boston. I wanted them to go to Game 7, but I expected them to literally at least be more competitive than this. 81 to 119? Nigga, what is that, like a 38-point loss? That's a 38-point loss, fam. Damn near 40. That's a very embarrassing way to go out. But I will say the Knicks earned it. Give it to the Knicks. I already said this on wax. I was tired of the Celtics because they kept shooting threes, bro. I don't know what it looks like when you're watching the game in person, when you're actually at TD Garden or actually at Madison Square Garden, you're watching them shoot these threes and miss them. But on TV, that shit looks bad. It looks bad. I was so tired of seeing the threes. I said, get Boston up out of here. I didn't even want to root for the Knicks. I'm a Pistons fan. The Knicks put the Pistons out in round 1, even though it's all good. Pistons weren't even supposed to be there and be as competitive as they were. But they were competitive. So I shouldn't be rooting for the Knicks. But I was, because the Boston Celtics were making me so mad with all those threes. I said, bro, get them niggas up out of here. Now, a part of me did want the Celtics to go a little bit further, or at least put out the Knicks, because the Knicks be overhyped, bro. The Knicks be overhyped. But I just saw, watching the game, they haven't won a championship since 1970. Was it 1972? 73? Shit. God help him. Put a Band-Aid on that, because I know that hurt. So I'm not mad. Now, if anybody out of the East has to win the championship, now it comes down to the Knicks and the Pacers now in the Eastern Conference Finals. We still waiting on the Western Conference Finals. That's either going to be between Denver or Thunder. Denver and Thunder versus... Yeah, who the other team that win in the West? Oh, Minnesota Timberwolves. It's either going to be the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Thunder or Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Nuggets on the West. As far as the East is laid out, New York Knicks versus Indiana Pacers. I do not want the Indiana Pacers to win. Not an Indiana Pacers fan. As you know, I'm a Detroit Pistons fan, so I got history as to why I don't like the Pacers. History. But I will say respectively, I respect what they have on the field, on the court. They don't have no super duper stars. Even their superstar or their all-star, Tyrese Halliburton, nigga averaging 18, 19 points a game. And in the playoffs, he might be averaging a little bit more. But in the regular season, he averages 18 points a game. Am I seeing him as a threat? Hell no. Not even me personally. I feel like I personally could bust Tyrese Halliburton's ass. But he's doing the damn job in the playoffs. So I got to give him that respect. So Tyrese Halliburton doing his thing. They in the Eastern Conference Finals versus the New York Knicks. I got the Knicks. Matter of fact, I'll go as far as to say I got the Knicks in 6. Knicks, don't fail me now. Because I swear to God, if the fucking Pacers go to the finals, bro, I'm going to be mad as hell. As a true NBA fan from the stands of a sports fan, I do not want to see Indiana in the finals. Without a superstar, hell no. Tyrese Halliburton is an all-star, not a superstar. Want to know the difference? An all-star will get selected by the NBA to be on an all-star team and play in an all-star game. A superstar is automatically an all-star, but carries his team. I'm talking about carries his team to either as far as they can go or at least carries them to the playoffs. And I'm talking about a sorry-ass team. That's a superstar. A player that carries his team. You know he carries it because if he weren't there, then that team wouldn't do nothing. That's a superstar. An all-star, we can make or break without you. Doesn't really matter. Superstar, nigga, we need you. Indiana has no superstar. Now, if Tyrese Halliburton was gone, would it make a difference for Indiana? Absolutely. But I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. If you were to trade Tyrese Halliburton, trade him for a player equivalent, you probably get the same result. Now, this might seem like hating to Tyrese Halliburton. Trust me, I've mentioned this plenty of times. If I was one of the NBA players voting for the most overrated player, I probably would have voted Tyrese Halliburton. I probably would have thought of another player. But then somebody said, you don't think Tyrese Halliburton? I said, oh, duh, yeah. Tyrese Halliburton. That's what I would have did. Duh, oh, yeah. Thanks, bro, for reminding me. Tyrese Halliburton, #1 overrated player in the NBA. I would have been me. But we can't fault him for showing up. Now, is the nigga going against the goddamn Cavaliers or Thunder? No. What would the Indiana Pacers do against the Cavaliers? I don't know. Matter of fact, did the Indiana Pacers play the Cavaliers? They did, and they got them up out of there. Excuse me. Pacers got the Cavaliers up out of there already. So excuse me. They proved against them. The #1 seed in the East, by the way. Got them niggas up out of there with a gentleman's sweep. Excuse me. Let me put respect on the Indiana Pacers name. Objectively speaking, got to put some respect on their name. But with that being said, I still think the Knicks have more firepower, more all-star power, possibly superstar power in Jalen Brunson. I think they can have more. So I'm expecting the Knicks to come out in the Eastern Conference Finals and actually make the finals. And it hurts for me to even say that. But I'm not that bad. I'm not really a Knicks hater. That's all I really got to say. I just don't like that they beat the Pistons, but that was just the luck of the draw. We could have went against anybody, the Pistons. We just happened to go against the Knicks. I think we put up a really good fight going to 6. So with that being said, Knicks, I got them beating the Pacers at 6 and going to the finals for the first time in like 140 years, bro. Knicks sorry is ass. Been sorry for a long time. First Eastern Conference Finals since 2000? Come on, fam. Not worried about them. If I had to choose a team out of the East, I would choose the Knicks to win. But overall, if you watch my previous episodes, I already said I want the Nuggets to win, fam. Nuggets got to get past the Thunder in Game 7 first and foremost. The #1 seed in the NBA. The Nuggets have to get past the Thunder. They get past the Thunder in Game 7, I think it's cakewalk for them. Not cakewalk because they do have to get past Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. But I'm gonna be honest, I think the Nuggets, if the Nuggets can get past OKC, they cakewalking everybody else. Dog walking them niggas. I ain't even gonna lie. I think the Nuggets are going to dog walk any other team that they face outside of OKC going from here on out. So if the Nuggets beat the Thunder, I got them winning the championship. Flat out. If the Nuggets don't beat the Thunder, I might be going for the Knicks. And there's nothing against the Thunder. I like SGA. I like Jalen Williams. Chet Holmgren, yeah. But I like SGA and Jalen Williams, J-Dub. I even like Alex Caruso. Not too bad. I appreciate that they got a vet over there. But I don't think this year's the year. I don't see that. I see this year as being Anthony Edwards' year. Anthony Edwards has shown improved by putting out KD, Book, and Bradley Beal last season, sweeping them niggas. This season he put out LeBron James and Luka Doncic, and then he put out Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green. I'm all for it. Finish the story, bro. I'm with the path of finish the story, Anthony Edwards. Because ain't no way I want you to not win a finals MVP or a finals championship if you got rid of Steph Curry, LeBron James, and KD last year. KD last year and Steph and LeBron this year. I want you to win, fam. With that being said. Anthony Edwards, I should say. So, I got Minnesota winning, man. That's my favorite to win out of the West. If I had to break it down to the East, I'd give it to the Knicks. So either the Minnesota Timberwolves or the New York Knicks. Because I want Anthony Edwards to win the championship. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Set the Nuggets first. Let me get the Nuggets out the way. Nuggets got to get past the Thunder. All right, Nuggets got to get past the Thunder. Nuggets get past the Thunder, then we can start talking about Minnesota and Denver. All right, in the West. In the East, we got New York and we got the Pacers. I want New York to win for sure. Minnesota and the Nuggets, that's hard. Because I like Anthony Edwards down to the bone. Young boy, only 23 years old. Back-to-back Western Conference Finals. I can't hate on that personally. One of my favorite players in the league right now. Behind, pause, Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, my dog, and I need my dog to get a ring before he retires. Ain't no telling when he gonna retire. In another year or two, either way it go, I need my dog to get a ring. And I said this before. His teammate, Aaron Gordon, says he wants Russ to get a ring. That damn near brought a tear to my heart, fam. Knowing that another grown-ass man who plays with you wants you to get a ring, bro. I love that, bro. And I feel like that alone, that camaraderie that y'all have, the fact that you want him to get a ring, you want to help him get a ring, I think that's all they need, bro. So Jokic, I'm expecting him to go off in Game 7 against OKC, and they in OKC. So that's going to be tough. But if Jokic got it in him, he going to win this game and series, and he going to win that MVP. Ooh, that's hard to say. An international white boy from Serbia versus a black man from Canada. You would think I'd automatically be going for Canada. Or the black man, I should say. But, you know, it is what it is. So, hey, listen, man, I got to get up out of here. I got plans. Just wanted to hop on here real quick. Do a quick live and talk about the updated schedule and results. Boston Celtics, they're officially up out of here. Hey, man, Jason Tatum, get well soon. Right now, it's New York Knicks time right now, man. Shout out to the Knicks, 119-81 against the Boston Celtics, the defending champions. Got them niggas up out of here. It's a cakewalk for the Knicks as of right now. Knicks get put out in the Eastern Conference Finals. Y'all gotta erase the board and go back to square one. Figure it out. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat, in the comments, or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Appreciate you again for kicking it with your boy. About to get up out of here, man. Just wanted to drop in real quick to say, what up, though? And also talk about the games real quick on the green screen. You can see it behind us. Make sure you subscribe to Kick It with KCMC. Excuse me. Subscribe to Team Elite Media for Talk, Kick It with KC, From the Stands of the Sports Fan, and so much more. Other than that, we up out of here. Appreciate you.